It's time to check your money with Mike Jennings, wealth advisor with Bracken's Finance. What's the name? I forgot the name of the company. It's time to check your money with Mike Jennings, wealth advisor with Bracken's Financial Solutions Network, LLC, a registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. Mike, what's going on, brother?
George, I'm good. How you doing?
I'm great. Had a chance to see something really exciting this week. It was the preview, thanks to Vicky Brackens, of the Inspire Innovation Hub, which is going to be the new entrepreneurial center for Center State CEO. It's going to be an amazing addition to the community. So shout out to Vicky
Yes.
for making it happen. And shout out to Brackens because Brackens is one of the sponsors of that new innovation tech hub. So shout out to Brackens and the work that they're doing.
Yep, that's awesome. I think I told you I'm in LGS Leadership Greater Syracuse this year, and actually tried getting into that, getting a tour for the class for Economic Development Day, but they said they were in there tossing around furniture and getting ready to to open up and everything. So that didn't come to fruition, but I will be at the grand opening, the ribbon cutting with the Center State ambassadors next week. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'll be next Thursday. In fact, I'll get my. I may have to dust off my my bag.
We've been looking for you in those meetings, George. How have
Man,
you been?
oh my God! Every time that meeting comes up. So what Mike is talking about is we're both ambassadors for Center State CEO. So what
That's
happens
right.
is whenever there's a new opening for a new business, we as ambassadors welcome them to the
Hmm.
community. There might be a ribbon cutting or something of that
Yep.
nature. But so Mike is very diligent. He's on it, and I'm like a ghost. But anyway, what this really does say is that our community is growing, it's prospering, and
Hmm.
with you and I, we want to be on the cutting edge to find out what's new and exciting in the business community in Syracuse. So
Exactly.
we're
Yeah. There
ambassadors.
couldn't be a better time in Central New York for a program like that because we have not even just the smaller businesses, which is, really is the lifeblood of the country, but all these, huge industries coming, and there's so many things to celebrate, and it's great being from Syracuse, Central New York, and seeing the growth and the development after, all these years. I mean, I'm 31, so really waiting my entire life for this. So,
And it's the kind of thing that's going to help make the community attractive to people like
yes.
you who are born and raised here,
Hmm.
and now you're starting
Yep.
a family. So you're exactly the kind of person that we want to consider bringing their talents to their hometown.
Yep. And you know what, George? That is a great segue. Great segue into what we're talking about this week, which is the housing market. And where that is on a national level, but also right here in Central New York. And what changes we're seeing, what trends we're seeing, and really what you can expect as either a first-time home buyer potentially, or a second or third time home buyer, right? So let's get into that. You ready? Ready,
Let's do
George?
it.
All right, let's get it. All right, so over the last couple months, we've seen the housing market shift a bit, and it's the end of the summer, which means it's also the end of that typical peak home buying season. So, as potential home buyers are preparing to hunker down for the fall and the winter, they can really expect to start planning and making a purchase for next year. So again, over these last couple months, we've seen on a national level the housing market generally still very challenging. According to Realtor.com, the median sale price for existing homes on the market jumped up to 439,450. I think I got that right. 439,450 dollars, which is also in line with being the 25th consecutive year-to-year increase. And that's according to AP News. So, at the same time, we're seeing inventory rise, the 21st consecutive month. The number of unsold homes was up 16.9% from last year, and pending contracts. So, those negotiations decreased by 3%. Newly listed homes declined for the third month in a row, and homes are staying on the market for longer at a median of 58 days, according to Realtor.com.
Well, I mean, when I hear that, that doesn't sound like the best situation for people looking to buy. What can they expect then with mortgage rates?
Right. So, actually, despite all that, mortgage demand is actually up, the highest in 3 years. And we are also seeing mortgage rates drop a bit,
Mhm.
as people are anticipating the Federal Reserve to lower rates, right? So, the whole thing with the back and forth with the Federal Reserve and the executive branch, Trump administration. So right now, the average rate potential home buyers are looking at for a 30-year mortgage is about 6.5%,
Okay.
which, I mean, it's a drop, but it's still pretty up there, especially for those that made out like bandits during the pandemic and that post-pandemic era. Um, so we're seeing an uptick in also adjustable rate mortgages, which is, compared to a fixed rate, 30-year, 15-year mortgage, your adjustable rate mortgages are actually floating rates for 5 and 7-year segments. After those segments are over, you have a chance to sort of refinance while having still the same mortgage. Um, for our local listeners, so we did the national level. So for our local listeners, the Central New York picture looks a bit different.
Mhm.
The median price for a home in Syracuse reached 213,940, and that's according to Zillow. And it was also a very sharp drop in sales by 27%. So, for the rest of the county, Onondaga County, the median home price is reported at a whopping 272,000. So, yeah, as soon as you cross over that city line, the houses start going up there. So, if buying a home is on your mind, you might want to, consider starting maybe a smaller, a little starter home, maybe a little fixer upper if you're one of those handy people and you're capable with a hammer.
Well, um, you might want to think about that, right? Fix this house. All right. So with prices rising and fewer homes selling, uh, are there even more options on the market with that scenario?
Right, so exactly. So the housing prices are rising, and then also fewer homes are selling, even with more inventory on the market. So first-time home buyers are facing pressure from a bunch of different fronts. So with these steadily increasing prices, the rising mortgage rates, the competition for the affordable homes, um, this is it's just it's a lot. So I just want to throw out some tips, maybe that'll help some people consider how they want to move during this time. Um, Number one, leverage your financing options. This probably one of the most important, right? First time homebuyer programs, available through the FHA, USDA, right here in Central New York, you have home headquarters. If you are someone that has served in the military, you can look into VA loans. Whatever you can utilize to your advantage is going to help you in the long run. Number two, find a good realtor and make friends with them. Vicky and I talk about building your team all the time, and that goes with everything. Number three, understand that home buying is a negotiation. So if the other side is asking for a lot and not offering much in return, as far as your peace of mind, and I know it's a big thing with people selling homes without inspections and things like that. Listen, there's one thing you don't want to skip on. It's the inspection. So consider all that. Consider the negotiations if it's worth it, and what you're really willing to give up. Number four, be patient. This is very clearly a sensitive market, and there are a lot of other economic factors that are at play. So you're not just dealing with one issue, you're dealing with multiple issues at the same time, depending on when you're looking to buy. And of course, get your finances in order. That's really the number one tip I can give you. Making a decision without proper financial planning is risky enough. So going through with a huge decision like purchasing a home can be a major detriment to those that really aren't ready for it. So save yourself the trouble, invest in yourself, invest in your time, invest in your peace of mind, and give your friendly neighborhood advisor a call at 315-748-5540, or send me a quick email at michael.jennings@brackensfsn.com.
Mike Jennings is a wealth advisor with Bracken's Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. He is your friendly neighborhood advisor.